you are a wedding photographer in the Texas area and you need a second shooter, reach out to me. Reach out to me. Message. What's up, guys? JoJo here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're new to the channel, welcome. All right. If you don't know, I talk about everything in regards to photography, videography, pretty much lifestyle, fitness, things like that. But in today's video, we're going to talk about working with others as a photographer or a videographer, right? And in my experience, what I notice is that you shouldn't allow your ego to get involved when it comes to connecting with other photographers or videographers, right? Because you never know when you would like to collaborate or connect with these other individuals, right? Because let's say you specialize in portraits or headshots or fraternity photos, or or you do videos and you do like music videos, like that's more of your focus, or events, and you're thinking about getting into weddings, right? You never know, just having that connection with this videographer or photographer, they might need a second shooter or a videographer to either join a team or to bring along, because you know they want to make sure they cover all the bases. So I highly suggest or recommend you not to get your ego involved when you see another photographer or videographer, not knowing that it might benefit both of you guys down the road. Another example is, let's say you start a podcast of some sort, right? And you want to bring other individuals onto the podcast. You can then invite the photographers and videographers, and they tell their story or their experience as a photographer or videographer, right? It's just those relationships, and I don't think it's good to burn bridges, although it does happen, right? Especially if there's other parties involved that don't want to see you guys connect, right? So I highly suggest you not to be prideful, not to get your ego involved, especially like, let's say you are at an event and you're supposed to be like the main photographer or videographer. You don't know why that other photographer or videographer here. They might be there for a specific person. They might be even vlogging or recording or taking photos of themselves. They just happen to have a camera, right? It might be an artist or an influencer, celebrity there, and this person might be their cameraman, okay? And so that's why I say your mind can think all the above, but just stay focused when it comes to seeing other photographers and videographers in the spaces that you are in, and get to know each other. It might not happen right away, or yeah, it might not happen right away, but for me personally, when I see other photographers and videographers, I do connect with them. Now, I'm not saying we're buddy buddy or best friends, although it's very, I don't see the problem. I don't see the problem or harm. I don't see the problem or harm in connecting, right? Especially if you're trying to do two different things, as I stated earlier, where down the road you might benefit one another. Very simple. Like this photographer, like I don't do weddings, right? But I told her, I said, hey, if you need a second shooter, do let me know, because I am also trying to get into the wedding space in regards to photography. And if you are a wedding photographer in the Texas area and you need a second shooter, reach out to me. Reach out to me. Okay? Okay? So, now, if this video was helpful, definitely comment below. I'll be happy to answer your questions.